State Spartans and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the San Jose State head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Hawkeyes kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So San Jose State's offense to go on the attack first. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. His coaching staff blown away by how quickly he grasped the offense and won the starting job for the opener. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Going for the big play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshmen settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career, there's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. That last incompletion brings up a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Running inside, it's Bates. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Finds the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Bates. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Spartan. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is on that track.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Rush is on him. Right on the money.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and kick.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Some misdirection with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's McDaniel. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Kick is in the air. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Diaz. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hand off, Moulton running left. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Handoff for Moulton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the 1st and 2nd quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the 2nd quarter. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Finds his back in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the catch. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clay. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They knock him down right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like,
might have a chance. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! Thrown into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Got a man. It's McClure. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And tackled there by the defense. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Sparty.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. And it's on the ground. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense set on first down. They'll run the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Grab near the sticks. It's Ivy. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. To throw, it's McDaniel. He's got it.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. In the red area, it's Clay. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the Iowa head coach at the half. They have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Here's a give to Malton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Hand off from the shotgun. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Just feeds the running back. Maybe a crease. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Clay. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Runs through a tackle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it from the gun. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Clay. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. And the Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Dropping back, it's McDaniel. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 4th down attempts. They'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give running right, it's Malton. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Kamari again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back to pass on 2nd down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to fight.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hand off, Moulton running left. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups, and man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
On first down, it's Moulton again. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hard running there. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs after the completion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. There's some room. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bates. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Run inside. It's Bates. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He's got it, first down and more. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Bates. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And he got it! What a way to finish the comeback! They were left for dead, and they came back and win it with a walk-off field goal. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.